possibly the greatest EP ever made. What's up, you guys? Sass Music Reviews here, Sean. And I'm going to be reviewing my favorite hardcore EP of all time, my favorite EP of all time, probably one of my favorite releases in music. Hatebreed Under the Knife. Number one, the reason why I find it so interesting and love it so much, because Hatebreed is my favorite hardcore band, and I'm always interested in the older stuff of bands, knowing the roots of a band and knowing where they come from, where their styles come from, how they originated, who the original members were. I've always been into that when I get into a band. And they came from a scene where they weren't really accepted in the beginning because they were one of the first hardcore bands. And, you know, at the time, hardcore music was getting looked at as, I don't want to say the wrong thing here. It wasn't really getting looked at as a good thing, I guess you can say. You know, because, you know, the grunge scene was still in. And, man, how do I explain this? The grunge scene was still in. Old school metalheads weren't really feeling this because they felt it was too heavy. They felt like it was too brutal. And it is brutal. Track 1, Smash Your Enemies, great song title. I mean, you name your song Smash Your Enemies, it's a great song title. Kill an Addict, great song, talking about drug addiction, all that good stuff. Under the Knife, great track, title track of the EP. Filth, another great song. I like the intro in that song, especially the drum part. Not One Truth, my second favorite song on this EP. Just like the melody of this song really makes me want to like punch something. I don't know why, but it does. And Severed, which is my favorite song on here, and probably to me the most brutal. It just makes me want to mosh like crazy and just get wild. Puritan, another great track. It's mostly well known from its re-recorded release on Satisfaction is the Death of Desire, Hatebreed's first album. With great song though as well. All these songs except for the title track, Under the Knife, were re-recorded and put on a different Hatebreed release. Smash Your Enemies was re-recorded and put on Perseverance, Hatebreed's second album. Kill an Addict, re-recorded and put on Hatebreed's self-titled album. Under the Knife, never re-recorded, only left on this EP. Filth, re-recorded for the self-titled album. Not One Truth, re-recorded for Satisfaction is the Death of Desire. Severed, re-recorded and put on the United Kingdom version of Supremacy, Hatebreed's fourth album. And then Puritan, like I said, was re-recorded for Satisfaction. If you want to, you can go on the internet and listen to the re-recorded versions, buy the album. That's what I suggest you to do because they're amazing. Listen to the original versions right here. This EP was released on many different record labels. I don't know if I can even pronounce it. Smashboard Records, I believe, is the original name. Is the original label that this was put out on. Stillborn Records, which is Jamie Joss's label, lead singer. But if you didn't know that already, and it was also put on Victory for a little while. I think there are still Victory versions. This is a re-release because it has the white spine. The original versions obviously had a black spine like an old school CD would. The monkey on the front, like this white part and stuff, was darker. It was a darker color. It wasn't really white. The monkey was darker and all that. And the Hatebreed logo was a little bit darker as well. Even the CD, the color of the CD was a little bit darker on the original Smashboard Records version. And yes, that is just some random dude hungover, chilling. Some pictures of the band. Inside, all you have really is a picture of the band and what they were doing on stage at the time in a local scene, and then the lyrics to all the tracks. Now, a little bit of a fact here. Jamie Pushbutton is the original drummer, drummer on this EP. I don't know if he's exactly the original drummer because I've seen videos online of Hatebreed performing before this came out, and it looked like a different drummer. It looked like a different dude, to be quite honest. But yeah, Jamie Pushbutton on drums, Lou Richards, You know, he has the nickname Boulders. So, no, Boulder. Lou Boulder Richards. He's actually passed away now. He committed suicide. I believe he committed suicide after the Perseverance record, which is Hatebreed's second album, like I said. Matt McIntosh is on the other guitar. Chris Bentley on bass, which is one of the original, is still in the band to this very day, if I am again not mistaken. And Jamie Shanahan on vocals. Now let me explain this. Jamie Josta changed his name to Jamie Josta because of the local scene. They were becoming really big and had a really big following in the underground hardcore scene in Connecticut, and fans would always call him and ask him if he wanted to party. And Jamie was living with his grandfather at the time, and his grandfather was picking up all these calls, and you know, kids wanting to party with him, and it was just crazy. So to avoid all of that and his grandfather getting harassed by fans, he changed his name to Jamie Josta for a stage name, and that way the people wouldn't look him up in the yellow pages and stuff in the book and look up his name and call him and stuff like that. So that's just a little fact right there, if you didn't know that. But yeah, this is actually the only Hatebreed release to feature Jamie's original name in the booklet. But yeah, because I love this EP so much, and I guess you can call this a biased score, but I'm going to give this EP definitely a 10 out of 10. It is excellent. If you are a big fan of heavy music, I really suggest you listen to this and know the roots of where heavy music is. This has a lot of influence from bands such as Bad Brains, Slayer, all the older heavy bands. You know, has I guess you could say it has that thrash element from Slayer, but it also has that really fast-paced hardcore style, hardcore punk style, like Suicidal Tendencies, or like I said, Bad Brains, which is considered to be the greatest hardcore band of all time. But obviously, I disagree, because this is the best hardcore band of all time, in my opinion. Definitely a must-have for any hardcore fan collector, I guess, of metal in general, or of hardcore metal. And I feel like if you're a big fan of heavy music, you should listen to Hatebreed at least once, or give them a try. You know, you don't have to like them, I'm just saying. Anyway, this is my review of Hatebreed Under the Knife. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like this video if you would like to. You know, add me on Facebook, all that good stuff. Anyway, this is my review of Hatebreed Under the Knife. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Go listen to it if you haven't heard it. 10 out of 10, my score. Thanks, guys. Keep it metal.